This is the Chinese cooking channel called Chinese Cooking Channel. Today we have a special noodle dish for you. So today we're making beef and tomato stir fry with crispy noodles. Using these fresh noodles. This is a local company called Tak Fang. So these are fresh noodles. We're going to get some really nice crispy noodles for this recipe. So bring some water to a boil. So put the noodles into the boiling water. You only need to boil the noodles for about 30 to 60 seconds. Give the noodles a quick rinse in cold water. So I have some nice sirloin steak here. It's Canada AAA beef, which is one of the highest qualities of beef in our area. You cut the beef at an angle so it looks like there's more, right? So like that. And the beef is actually very thin, but when you cut it at an angle, it looks like you get a lot more. So a lot of Chinese restaurants, they serve like about 4 ounces of beef. So I'm going to marinate the beef now. So I'm going to put about maybe about 3 tablespoons of cooking oil. I have peanut oil here. 2 tablespoons of light soy sauce. Teaspoon of sesame oil. So I like this brand of cornstarch. It's has real good qualities for thickening sauces and for marinating. So I'm just going to put about a tablespoon in there for this amount of beef. I like to marinate the beef at least for an hour before cooking. You can marinate it overnight if you like. So this will help tenderize the beef. So just cut the end off like that. And then just quarter the tomatoes. If you want, you can cut them smaller too if you like that. Maybe 6 slices to a tomato, but I'm just going to keep it fairly large. Just quarter the tomatoes. I've got some water going at a boil now, so I'm going to put the tomatoes into the water. So I'll just put the tomatoes in there for a minute or two. These tomatoes are a bit sour, so rather than put a lot of sugar when you're cooking the tomatoes, I'm just going to boil the tomatoes now, and then I just need to put less sugar. So just drain the tomatoes. I got the wok at medium-high, so I'm going to put about 4 to 5 tablespoons of cooking oil. I'm using peanut oil. I'm just going to put some noodles to fry right now. So I'm going to flip the noodles over. So you can see you get the crispy noodles here. So the problem here is that I like to eat the crispy part, so I'll be eating this as we go. So you like crispy noodles, put some extra oil on the bottom. So just put some in the bottom there. Give it one last flip. So we're going to make a sweet and sour sauce which has vinegar in it, so we're not going to use a wok. That's going to strip the coating off the surface of the wok. So put about 3 tablespoons of cooking oil, have peanut oil go in there. I got about 2 tablespoons of sliced ginger I'm putting in. So next you put about 4 to 6 ounces of sliced beef. Or more if you like. Put about a half a teaspoon of salt in there. Put about a teaspoon of sesame oil. That's my favorite, one of my favorite sauces. Oil. So you cook the beef to about 3/4 done. So you want to take the beef off so the beef doesn't dry out. So I'm going to put tomatoes in the pan right now. I'm just going to sear the tomatoes a little bit here. I'm going to put some water into the tomatoes. I'm going to put 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. You can use regular white sugar too if you like. Brown sugar is a little more complex. I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons of tomato sauce in there. You can put ketchup if you like. Put some Worcestershire sauce in there, also known as Lea and Perrin sauce. So put about a teaspoon in there. This gives a distinct, nice, rich flavor. So I'm going to put some vinegar in there. You can use white vinegar, but I'm going to use this Chinese black vinegar. I'm not going to get it too sour, so I just put a tablespoon of black vinegar in there. Black vinegar has more complex flavor, so just put that in there. So I got the wok going. I'm going to grill some onions and red peppers. Get a little more flavor. You don't have to grill it if you don't want, but you can give it more flavor by just giving the onions and red peppers a quick sear. So I have 1 red pepper here. So give the onions and red peppers a good sear. So I'm going to add back the onions and red pepper back into the tomato sauce there, sweet and sour sauce. I got 2 tablespoons of cornstarch in a 1/3 cup of water. I mixed it up together, so this will thicken the sauce. So you might not need the whole 2 tablespoons, so just put some in there just to see how thick it is. So depending how much water, you need more or less. So I think I have a lot of tomatoes there. Probably make 2 orders, so you don't need to use the whole thing. Pour some of that beef juice in there too. And then you pour the rest of the sauce in there like that. There you have it. Beef and tomato chow mein on crispy noodles. Enjoy. Thanks for checking out my video. Also get a chance to look at some of my other videos on my channel, as well as be sure to subscribe. And I'd like to thank all my viewers for helping me win the top 20 best Chinese food blogs in the world. And I was also awarded the top 40 best China YouTube channels in the world. And please subscribe by clicking over here.